What's up guys, my name is Con and today we're back with more GearBlocks because I've got a fever and the only prescription is to play some freaking GearBlocks. Now it's actually really cool, the game just got an update. On top of some new parts, the dev added in this soapbox challenge, which is kind of cool. So you've got a hill that you have to go down with a car that you build, and you're not allowed to build any motors. So we'll have to try that at some point in time. But today I want to do another kit build. I just want to do a few kit builds initially, just to get really familiar with the building system, so that when we go to build our own thing completely from scratch, you know, we'll have that knowledge. In the last video, we did this go-kart, which is kind of cool. We could build an off-road go-kart, but I figure we should go just a little bit bigger and build this desert buggy. It's going to be off-road. It's got 43 build steps. It's probably going to take a little bit. And eventually we'll just build all the kits, to be perfectly honest. So anyway, let's get going. We got a flat plate here. We got to put a freaking beam on the flat plate. Done. Easy enough. I'm assuming the first bit is going to be a lot of frame building. Okay, interesting. Oh, I see. All right, so it's, yeah, I'm assuming this is just going to be a heck of a lot of frame building. I mean, we have to build the entire go-kart and, or the buggy, I mean, from the ground up. The other thing which is cool too, I know in the last video I talked about kit building and I talked about making your own kit. And turns out that does already exist in the game. So at some point in time, we're gonna have to build our own kit. We can take a vehicle of our own and we can take it apart and turn it into a kit like this that other players can download and reassemble on the workshop. So I think that's super cool, and I'm definitely gonna have to figure out how to do that at some point once we build our own thing. I think probably one of the first things I wanna try building is taking that go-kart that we made and turning it into a shifter kart. So a go-kart that has 2 speeds, and you know, you can change those gears while you're driving. I think that would be probably a cool project to start with. And, you know, we can put a differential on the back axle and make it drive a little bit better and all that sort of fun stuff. But either way, really cool that you can build kits on your own. And I definitely want to make some kits because downloading a creation that's a kit that you have to build yourself, that's just super cool and rewarding, in my opinion. All right, each step seems to just be more and more frame building stuff. Not really much to it. We just got to put the parts where it tells us to put the parts, which is pretty easy to do. And this gotta rotate like that. I don't know what this is for. This, like, it's some sort of a pivot point, but it's inside. It's not an outside pivot point. So I don't really understand what this, I mean, it's cool. We'll find out eventually. The kit building is great because even if you don't understand how something works mechanically, you get to, you know, sort of see it all from the ground up and get to see it being built. I also love how intuitive it is to, you know, click Control A, move a part around. I like that you can click and drag stuff. It's so convenient. All right, this has to be like the back of the buggy, right? That's probably the front, or this is the front, that's the back. Maybe that's the back. Oh yeah, that's probably the back, and these are probably for like our suspension gonna come straight out to a single back axle. That's my assumption. I don't actually know. Okay, I need to move this. Oops, not that. I need to move the whole thing. There we go. We're certainly, we keep spawning right on top of where all the parts are getting spawned. Just gonna continue more frame building, I guess. A lot of frame to put together on this thing. All right, now we're starting to build some of these suspension pillars. This looks like it's probably going to be for a couple of A-frames. So I think this goes there. Yeah, back one. All right, and then we can grab this, move that down. And then we got to put our 2 axles in there. Yeah, we're going to definitely attach, like, you know, A-frames on either side of this that are going to come off to the wheel, and then suspension going up for sure. Probably like a McPherson strut kind of setup. I don't think it's going to be a double wishbone, but I honestly don't know. I'm just assuming based on the fact that it's an off-road buggy, it'll be a McPherson. That's the wrong part. It needs to be short. Yeah, right? Yeah, short on the back, perfect. I'm assuming this is all for the cockpit, I guess, the cab, whatever you want to call it. It's an off-road buggy. I feel like this is for the cab. This is definitely going to be like a back suspension setup coming off here, like a single bar with suspension. And then these are clearly the front A-frames for sure. Yeah, this is definitely for the cab. This is awesome. And that's going to be like a steering wheel or something. It's cool. The go-kart didn't have a steering wheel. I guess we could have built one onto it, but this is definitely more of an aesthetic build than the last one. which I'm a little worried about. I don't know how I'm gonna do with aesthetics. You know, in Scrap Mechanic, I'm really good at making boxes. I'll probably have a lot of really functional frames in this game, but I don't know about building the cabs on said frames. So, you know, we'll definitely have to work on that ability. Because yeah, I've never really been good at building aesthetics. And in this, we have infinitely scalable parts, which is just gonna be really, really hard to get all of the aesthetics perfect. Cool. I don't know why there's such a gap here. I guess so you don't have to like disconnect this, but you could just, you know, I mean, this shouldn't connect to that. It doesn't matter. Anyway, cool. Move on. I'm excited. We're starting to get into the cool mechanical stuff. Stuff that's, there we go. Done. Oh, this is the suspension. This is the suspension's gonna go there to there. How much you want to bet? And the whole back axle is kind of fixed. That's interesting. It's not, the back axle doesn't have the ability to twist. Oh my God, we have to build the diff? I thought the diffs came built in this game. I guess not. All right, cool. We're building a diff. Sick. All right, so that goes there. How do I, okay, hold on a minute. So this goes on here first. And it rotates freely on both of those. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, and then this gear goes in the middle. Like that, and it rotates. All right, this gear goes on that side, and it's fixed to that axle. Correct. And this gear goes on this side, and it's fixed to this axle. All right, that's cool. I thought this would all come as one assembled piece. You have to actually build the diff. That's awesome. That means that we could actually, well, I guess we couldn't make this bigger. We could make our own diff, I guess, and make it a little bit bigger. But that's really cool that you actually have to assemble it. Oh my God, there's actual A-frame parts. Are you serious? This game has literally everything. Like, this is an A, look at this. It's an A-frame part with all those connection points for more axles. That's so good. I can't believe that part, and it's got even the proper 90-degree attachment point at the bottom. Like, look at this. It's got the 90-degree piece there to set up your steering perfect. Do they need to be up? They need to be up, right? Yeah, it's a ball, oh, it's a ball joint. Oh, that's even better. That's absolutely ridiculously amazing. Just snap that in there, and it automatically makes a ball connection. Awesome. This feels very much like building an RC car. A lot of the front steering linkages and the servos and stuff are all done with little ball joints that connect them together for all the push rods and things. And oh, I see. These have a ball joint built onto it. Yeah. Yeah, this very much feels like RC front steering. It's kind of a similar setup. It's got ball joints connecting it to the arms, and then that way the steering linkage can, you know, move in any direction it really wants to. It can camber in and camber out as it moves with the suspension, and yeah, it feels very RC-like. I'm really a big fan of that. Are those are fixed joints, right? Yeah, they're fixed. They're fixed. This is cool. All right, done. And then these guys go on this side, yeah, to attach, and then we're gonna put a push arm that goes across and connects to those ball joints. Awesome. This is super cool. Oh, I'm a dum-dum. For some reason, it let me move on, but that needs to be, these axles need to be in one more. Huh. Yeah, there we go. And then that moves in, and then that moves in, and then all this stuff moves in. Oh, yeah, I'm dumb. I don't know why it let me move on. I clearly had this axle in the wrong spot. Okay, well, I guess it doesn't always check perfectly. Or something. There we go. Or maybe it just checks to make sure all the parts are attached. There we go. Now if I unfreeze it, hey, look at that. Everything stays attached. That's wonderful. This is cool. I like how it automatically does the connection points for stuff that it knows. Like, it knows that this is a suspension connection, so that's got to be a slider. I'm assuming these have to be rotating joints. I can't... Is it rotating joints? No, it's fixed on the bottom, rotating at the top. Okay. Is that how this was set up? No, rotating at the top. All right, what about the back set? Same thing, rotating top and bottom for the back. Okay, not a problem. All right, so we're gonna have pretty much straight suspension. There is a way to make angled suspension as well, like suspension that comes at an angle and is attached to one point here and another point here and then draws across. I don't remember exactly how to do it, but I did see a bunch of people on the official Discord talking about it. So it is in fact possible to do that if that's what you want to do, and we'll have to learn how to do that at some point in time. In the meantime, we're just gonna do more aesthetic stuff. I think we have like 99% of the drive set up. Oh, we do have all the drive set up. Steering, A-frames, it's like a McPherson strut almost. And then we just gotta put wheels on that, wheels on the back, it goes to a diff, the motor's right there. Yeah, very RC-like to have the motor mounted on the back like that. It's kind of funny. Although, to be honest, my RC cars actually all use drive shafts. And they have like CV joints going to a double wishbone setup on the back. So, sort of a little bit different. All right, next instruction. Put wheels on it. Awesome. It's got terrible front wheels. I'm assuming, yeah, I gotta flip this around. There we go. And I'm assuming they have to rotate on the axles. They do. The back ones are fixed because the axle obviously drives the back ones. Front ones have to rotate on their own. All right, next. Are we just doing body work now? Is that really what it's at? I think so. Let me just grab this, move it over here. I mean, it could theoretically drive like this, right? Like, yeah, no, it drives. You know, it does drive a lot better with a differential when you don't, yeah. That's super cool. Look at the back axle just shifts down. Definitely needs softer front suspension too. All right, let's finish up this kit and then go drive it on that off-road course. I think it's gonna be wicked cool, but it's pretty much just gonna be body panel stuff. So I'm just gonna whip through the rest of these steps really quick. All right, coming up to the final few steps here. Still just doing nothing but rotating and attaching body panels. I think we're good there. What is this? More body panels building. Oh yeah, around the outside. This is really cool. It's actually really cool. It just makes me realize how daunting it is going to be to make your own vehicle because it's yeah, it's going to be a lot of work to scale all the parts and really make them, you know, fit the design you're going for. But this is so well done. This is cool. This looks more like an RC car to me than an off-road buggy. But anyway, all right. Oh, and then lights, and then that's it. Perfect. Where do our lights go? Right up front here. Nice. All right. Sick. Sick. This is cool. All right, and then connect those up to the batteries. Do they both have to be connected to both batteries? I mean, they do. Does it matter though? Probably doesn't. We could probably have one light on one battery and one light on the other. I think it's just so that your batteries wear evenly, I guess. But I mean, the lights should wear evenly regardless. All right, and that's it. Now we can save this thing, which I will do, and I will call it the Kit Dash Off-Road Buggy. Done. Save. Sick. All right. If we unfreeze it, does it work? Instruction intersecting something. Oh, no, that's fine. It was intersecting me. I mean, this is cool. Oh, it's drifty. Oh, that's neat. Might need more power on the back motor. We're definitely gonna have to try it out first. What if I? Oh yeah, this is gonna be fun. This is a cool build. It's kind of interesting. The whole back end of it is just completely open. There's no body paneling covering the back, but I like this. It's nice. All right, let's go to a course. So we've loaded this, and now we can go Shift Q, and we're gonna turn off invulnerability. So now it is no longer invincible. So not connected. Interesting. Was I supposed to connect the screen to something? Okay, let's, oh my god. Okay, we still have destruction turned on. Let's just go down nice and slow. You know, we get a lot of grip. Awesome. Oh. Well, I already lost. All right, let's try that again. Spawned in a new one. Perfect. Unfroze. Done. The RPM thing's not going to be connected, but who cares? I probably should figure out how to make a speedometer and actually connect it. There was probably an instruction in the kit there. I really need to pay attention to the connection parts of the kits. I like never pay attention to that. I like the suspension though. It makes for a really, really smooth ride. We are going way too fast though. If I turn just a little bit, yeah, you can feel it wanna, okay. Okay, all right. We're on the concrete pad. Oh, okay, there are some jumps over here. Interesting. Okay, so like, you know, let's just do a quick suspension check. It's got like some, these are very, very small. Yeah, the back just kind of bounces as one straight axle up and down. The front rocks though. See, it's got that like the roll capability on the front, but the back doesn't really have a roll capability. It just kind of bounces. The front wants to roll, and then the back just wobbles really aggressively. Yeah, look at that wobble. We need a roll bar on the back so we can actually roll the suspension around. I mean, this is definitely cool. It's definitely more of an off-road buggy, for sure. but it's not exactly a good rock crawler. It's more of like a racing buggy. Let's see if there's a dirt race course. I'm just gonna full send it at this set of little jumps there on the right. What's that over there? I don't know if that's something over there. I might have to go that way too and check, but let's see if this survives this. Really smooth. It's very, very smooth to drive. Oh yeah, no, we're just, there was no way. Wow. That is unfortunate. All right, let's explore this map. I think there's a little ramp or something over here. Oh god. Oh, it's so drifty. It's so drifty. It's got no grip on the front on dirt, and it's got all this grip on the back. It just wants to slide around. All right, let's try that again. Probably should have some, you know, gripped tires on the front. Maybe a little bit of spikes on them. Either way, it's not too big a deal. All right, I think, what is this? It's over here. This map is massive, by the way. It's amazing. What is this? Are these just dunes? Just some dunes? Oh my god, let's go. Okay. I love how even the diff exploded. Like, oh, there's an axle just rolling off on its own. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, no, we're good. We'll just leave this one over here as well. Let's get a new car. You definitely, if you turn on destruction, you turn off invulnerability, you definitely gotta be careful with the size of jumps you take. The axle's just sort of collapsed. Okay, they did there too. I wonder if we need to make like a stronger axle, or if there is a way to make a stronger or do we need softer suspension? Is the suspension too stiff and it's bottoming out and it's just getting destroyed? I love it. We can still drive though. Look, the differential is grinding on the ground and it still is trying to push us along. That's amazing. All right, I've made the entire back assembly out of titanium, although I don't think we can change the axle stuff. But let's try and take it nice and easy here across the desert and hopefully not die. But the axle is a little weak. Let's go nice and slow. Yeah, that's wonderful. See, as long as we go nice and slow, everything is okay. We probably just have to make like a really, really good suspension system for dampening the impact. And man, this thing is drifty. It needs some grippy tires. Oh my goodness. We're just gonna keep invincibility on so we can just go do a little exploring and check out this map. Because apparently I can't drive more than 10 feet without getting my back axle destroyed. Oh yeah. Oh, what a jump. There's no way we would have lived through this. No, yeah, no, there's no, yeah. Man, if you want to survive a jump, you need a vehicle with a really good, proper suspension setup, and then you have to hit that jump absolutely perfect and not die, which I guess kind of makes sense for how real life works. You know, you sort of can't just take a car off any sort of jump and expect it to survive. Well, I'm gonna keep exploring the desert a little bit. It's pretty cool. I definitely want to build some of my own vehicles. I think you, number one, have to slow down a lot for stuff. And number two, I'm gonna need a much beefier suspension setup if I want to make a vehicle that can survive jumps without destroying its tires. You really gotta dampen the impact of pretty much every collision, and then you also gotta learn how to drive properly. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Make sure, of course, you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I think the stiff back axle is sort of its own downfall. It needs to be a little bit more flexible. But you know, lots of cool stuff that we can build ourselves, and I'm definitely gonna have to start building transmissions and things. Probably gonna have to work on like a 2-speed transmission to throw into that shifter cart, make it nice and small. And then, of course, upgrade the go-kart to be a little bit better. But really, really fun to drive around on this map. And I can't wait to actually build some cars and try and set some lap times. God dang it. Did I go out of bounds? Am I out of bounds? No, we're good. I think we're good. Everything seems fine. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Let me know what other things you want to see us build in GearBlocks. You know, we're still just getting into the game. Like I said, I kind of wanted to just do some kits just to get a little bit more familiar with the controls and the building, and, you know, get better at that and understanding linkages and how stuff's set up before we go crazy into our own stuff. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. And as always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see y'all next time. Oh my god, this thing is, oh, it's so twitchy. Maybe I'm just a really bad driver.